guys, it's Patrick coming at you from Evoke.bike. I just had a son, and he's just about 3 months old. And since I had Kaito, my life has been obviously very, very different. My wife and I plan to have a child for our whole time being together. This is not something new to me, but what I really just had no idea of was what life was going to look like, what my schedule was going to look like. So on top of having our boy, obviously we've been in a bit of a crazy time with COVID-19, and I just don't have the time or the energy to train the way I used to. I mean, typically I had always been pretty volume heavy. 16 to 20 hours a week was my going norm, and I got a lot of my training stress and my load from volume, and I've always relied on that. I really like riding a lot. I like riding long distances a lot, and I cannot do that right now. So I've had to think a lot about what going fast looks like for me. And you know, I've been training a little differently in the past 12 weeks, really, especially since I've had Kaito. I've just had to get creative, and I realized I've been doing things differently than I ever had because of this need, right? So I want to create a series of episodes, videos, walkthroughs of all the stuff that I'm doing now differently that I'm sure will help anybody training 5 hours a week or 20 hours a week to be faster on the bike. So we're calling this Fast Dad Fridays. It's coming at you soon. Uh-oh, he's getting mad. But Fast Dad Fridays is exactly as it sounds. How do you find those dad watts? What is the meaning behind the dad watts? Everybody says, you know, you got your dad watts, you got your mom watts. And how do you get to these extra watts, these magical watts? Well, really, it's not magical at all. It's just, if you're training right, it's a result of good training. So tip number one for Fast Dad Fridays, Zwift. I gotta be honest, I didn't used to like it at all. I thought it was kind of weird. I wasn't into the whole idea of racing virtually. There's just too many cheaters. Well, Zwift has come a long way, and after starting a Zwift team, one of the best American Zwift teams out there, I realized it's actually incredibly fun. The level of competition is massive, and all you gotta do is get yourself a big screen like back there, which, you know, I got for free. It's from the trash, and you got yourself quite the setup, and it really becomes a more engaging way to train super effectively. When you get on Zwift, it's a no coast ride, and you guys know we've talked about the no coast rides. You got to make your time count when you're a dad. I just don't have the time I used to. Simple as that. So I can go into the basement with my bottles. It's a 2-hour commute to the race, or 2-minute commute to the race, and then I'm done, take a shower, go back upstairs, and I can sign back in as dad. So that's been absolutely huge for me. That's tip number one. I got a lot more tips lined up for you. This is just the intro, guys. Let me know if you're curious about anything in particular, and I will make a video on just that. And yeah, happy training. All the best to you. Say goodbye, Kaito. Bye.